Hello, my dear students, and welcome to Zenith Academy Online once again. Today, we'll be talking about email writing. It comes under English grammar writing skills. So, let's talk about email writing. So, email is there for many of the boards, but for ICSE, it is question 3B. So, in general, I'll be talking about email today. So, what is email? ईमेल का फुल फॉर्म क्या है? इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मेल. इट refers to the process of exchanging digital information. So whenever you exchange digital information across the internet or other computer networks, it is known as email. It consists of two major sections. One is header, which consists of sender and the subject, and then the body, which contains the main message. Now you should remember that it should be a formal one. So in today's class, I'll be talking to you about the format. So first I will explain you how the 5 marks are distributed. Then we will take each subtopic and I will explain you in detail about that. And then we will read some sample emails. Okay, so let's begin. This is the format of an email. The email question carries 5 marks. First is to, whenever you are writing the receiver's address. Okay, so to आप किसको लिख रहे हैं उसका एड्रेस. So it has to be a complete email ID. It carries half mark. So I'll tell you in the slides further that how these marks are distributed. Then subject, it must be appropriate to the given topic. So whatever topic it is, it should be in accordance with it. So the address contains half mark. Subject contains half mark. Okay. Now salutation, when you say dear madam or something, okay, that carries half mark. We will talk about all of them in detail. Opening sentence carries half mark. Closing sentence carries half mark. And your content carries 2 marks. Okay. So overall, the body of the email contains 3 marks. So content is 2 mark, opening sentence half, closing sentence half. Then you have subscription, which is for half mark. So let's talk about all this in detail. Now this is receiver's email ID. This carries half mark. So this is the first example. It should look like a legitimate email ID, bluebellschool@gmail.org. So if you are not sure about the extension, तो अगर कोई स्कूल है, कोई इंस्टीट्यूशन है, you can put .org. And best to use Gmail only, right? अगर किसी principal को लिखना है, if you have to write to a principal, okay, then you have to add the word principal. So suppose you are writing to the principal of DAV school, so it has to be DAV principal. Then you can make your own email ID, but it has to look legitimate by putting things like this at gmail.com or at gmail.org, something like that. Okay, so remember, it should be a proper and genuine email ID, and if it is to the principal, the ID should have the word principal. Now let's talk about the subject. Now it must be appropriate to the given topic. Okay, it should be related exactly to the given topic. For example, if you are inviting someone to judge a competition, then you should start with invitation to judge so and so competition. Then invitation to participate in this and this competition. Okay, so that is how you will get that half mark. Then salutation. Few things that you should remember in salutation is you can use dear madam, dear sir. Then you have to put a comma after it. Please do not write ma'am. Okay, if you write ma'am, it will be wrong. Okay, so please do not write ma'am. Next, either use dear or only madam, no respected. Okay, please remember this. Do not write ma'am, either use dear or only madam, and please no respected. Okay, now the body carries 3 marks. I've already told you. The opening sentence, the reason why the email is written. Closing sentence should be like expecting a positive reply. Now you should use beautiful sentences in opening and closing, especially closing. So expecting a positive reply ki jagah you can use many other phrases which I have already discussed in letter writing, correct? In formal letter writing. So those you should be using here. So opening sentence is almost all the time reason why the email is being written, and closing sentence has to be if you are expecting a positive reply or some other phrases which suits it. Content. Okay, so it is the content will be like the same given in the notice. So you have two types of questions. We will discuss in the end how two types of questions are there. But body, जैसे आप the way you write everything in notice, right? So what do you write in notice? To whom to contact, what are the information, okay? So suppose there's a competition. So what is the information about the competition? Who all can participate, whom to contact, it is from which class to which class, like that, okay? Now it should be in a polite and formal tone. Use clear and simple language. No using short forms, slangs and SMS vocabulary, please. We are very much habituated in using SMS vocabulary, slangs and all. Don't think that the examiner will be impressed by these words. No. Just use clear and simple language, polite and formal tone. Do not make spelling errors. It will cost you a lot of marks. So please check again and again whatever you have written. There should be no spelling errors. Traditional rules for punctuations are to be maintained in email as well. जो भी rules punctuation के आप use करते हैं essay लिखने में या email या letter लिखने में, those rules you will have to follow here as well. Now subscription. Okay, subscription carries half mark. So yours truly, remember, write this subscription only. Note the spelling of truly, T-R-U-L-Y. Many students make a mistake of writing T-R-U-E-L-Y. No, my dear children, learn this spelling, yours truly. Then you have to write your name and your surname as well. The Y in yours should always be capital. And T in truly should always be a lowercase or a small letter. Okay, so yours truly, Y has to be uppercase or capital and T has to be lowercase or small letter. Now put a comma after truly. You have to remember this. When you write yours truly, you have to put a comma after it. And do not make any spelling errors in the word truly. I have already told you this. And write your name and surname. This is the sample one. Now, from where I have taken these samples? So there's this book, okay, Oswal-Gurukul's ICSE class 10 book. So in this chapter-wise objective and subjective questions are there. This is volume 1. In this English 1 and 2 is there, Hindi, history and civics, geography is there. Okay, so this one is specially made for semester 2 and it is amazing for English grammar, writing skills basically, because there are lots of samples here, even in formal letters and informal letters, yeah, notices, emails, everywhere there are amples of examples. So I've taken 2 examples here from this book. Write a notice. So mostly children, this question of notice and email is combined. Okay, so read here. Write a notice informing students about a charity fair that is going to be organized in the school to collect donations for the needy group of people. Then you have to convert it into an email addressing all the students and teachers and informing them about the fair. So this notice I will be dealing in a separate video. That is why I have given you the notice here. Directly notice देखो कैसा बनाया है. Give for good campaign. They have written a heading, okay, a catchy caption. Then there is a heading. Okay, so all these rules I will tell you when we will do notice writing. Okay, right now you just read the notice on 20th September, comma, year, timing is given, where, at the school playground first, and then which school. Then read this. Students are requested to donate generously and are also invited to put stalls of games, activities and food. Please contact the school prefect for further details. तो किसे contact करना है वो आपने देख लिया. ठीक है, कभी कभी क्या होता है क्वेश्चन में you are directly given a notice और फिर उस notice में से you have to write an email, right? So we have read this. So this was charity fair for the underprivileged people. So we know कि ये कहाँ है, वेस्ट दिल्ली में है, 20th September को है. This is the year, timing is there, where it is happening we know, when we have read. देखिए किसको कांटेक्ट करना है, whom do we have to contact, we have read all this. Now let's write an email. So this is a notice which is converted to email. So we are writing a notice which has been converted to email. Let's start. सबसे पहले बच्चों देखो to, then put a colon, then you write the email address. So email IDs of students, class teachers concerned, right? You will make your own email ID. If you want, you can write CC. If you don't want, you can just leave it. So this is email ID of class teacher or faculty members whom the writer of the mail wants to read the mail. Okay, now but this is optional, so better don't go with it. So just write to. तो बेटा देखो यहाँ पे कौन सी स्कूल का था, कुछ लिखा है सेंट जोसेफ स्कूल, and we have to read the question, addressing all students and teachers, informing them about the fair. Okay, so you may write it to the principal, okay, or you can write it directly to the school. जैसे अभी हमने एक एग्जाम्पल देखा था, bluebell school, okay, at gmail.org. You can write that, or you can write it to the principal as well. It is not being mentioned. ठीक है. Then subject, charity fair is being organized for West Delhi street dwellers. Okay, this is how you will write the subject. Then salutation, dear all. अब यहाँ देखो बच्चों, read here question. You have to address it to all the students and teachers. तो किसी एक को एड्रेस नहीं करना है, तो हम डियर मैडम या डियर सर नहीं लिख सकते, राइट? सो वी हैव रिटन डियर ऑल. वी आर प्लीज्ड टू इन्फॉर्म यू दैट अ चैरिटी फेयर इज बीइंग ऑर्गेनाइज्ड बाय सेंट जोसेफ स्कूल टू कलेक्ट डोनेशंस. ये उसका एम है, टू कलेक्ट डोनेशंस फॉर द पुअर एंड होमलेस स्ट्रीट ड्वेलर्स इन वेस्ट दिल्ली. ओके, सो दिस इज द ओपनिंग सेंटेंस, है ना? वी आर प्लीज्ड टू इन्फॉर्म यू दैट चैरिटी फेयर इज बीइंग ऑर्गेनाइज्ड बाय सेंट जोसेफ स्कूल to collect donations for the poor and homeless street dwellers. So this is giving you the purpose why you are writing this email to them. The event will be held in the school playground on 28 September 2022, for example, between 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You are requested to take part in the fair and make generous contribution to this noble cause. You are also invited to put up various stalls for the fair and innovative games and activities or healthy food stalls. Any kind of contribution in cash or kind would be accepted during the fair. Then in the end, ending sentence, thanks and best wishes, or you can write anticipating a positive reply. Yeah. And since you are calling them to participate and put up stalls, so that is why you are giving best wishes as well. Then this is done. Then your name, Archana Arora, Secretary, Student Council, you are giving your designation also, and St. Joseph School. I hope this is clear. Now this is one more sample. Now here you have to directly write an email. Here no notice has been given to you. Write an email to a prominent football coach of your city. Okay, write an email to a prominent football coach of your city who has agreed to be the referee at the event. उसने agree कर लिया है कि वो referee बनेगा. And you are writing a mail to give all the relevant details. So you are not requesting him to be the referee. He has already accepted that. Now you are writing an email giving all the important information, details. Okay. So what you will write to? अभी ये principal को लिखना है क्या? No, you are writing to the coach. So to coach BB or any school you can write 123@gmail.com. This is how you will formulate the mail ID. Then subject, invitation to referee for dash for goal, that is inter-house football competition. Now, so he is agreed. So now you are giving a formal invitation and you are giving the information. Dear sir, I am Rishabh Lal of St. Peter's School, and I write with reference to my telephonic call to you earlier. So he has already agreed on the phone. So now you are formally inviting him. So that's the subject. And in the first line, you are mentioning why you are writing this email to him. You are saying कि I am Rishabh Lal of St. Peter's School, and we have already spoken over the phone. And now I'll be giving you the information. Okay. So we are conducting an inter-house football competition on 5th November 2022 from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the City Sports Complex. So this is how you are giving the information. Thank you for having accepted our request to referee the event. Now you are giving all the details. The schedule is as follows: Yamuna versus Ganges, Chenab versus Jhelum. So these are the different houses. You can give the timing also here. Okay, you can modify it according to your wish. Arrangements for your conveyance will also be made that will pick you up at 8:15 a.m. from your residence and you will be dropped back after the competition. Then ending sentence. We look forward to seeing you at St. Peter's School. Yours faithfully, Rishabh Lal, Games Captain, St. Peter's School. So this is how you have to write. I hope you have understood the things really well. So here I am giving you an assignment. Write an email to the principal of a neighboring school inviting him or her to be one of the speakers at career counseling session which is to be held at your school. So do write this and type the answer in the comment section so that we can read it. And for more lots and lots of sample papers and sample answers of this topic, you can refer this book. I will give you in the link the description of this book as well. Okay, children. So I hope this was useful. Don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends and keep the learning on. Thank you and bye-bye.